All right. Hello and welcome, everyone. Hello, Weird. No sooner do I start than you demand a hydration. Welcome in, Weird. All right. Hello, everybody. Sammy, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Siren, Effecto, welcome, everybody. Siren just got done streaming Undertale. I think she beat the game. That was really good. I just came from Lily's stream. I was hanging out there when I was getting set up. He was being crazy and silly. LilyPad97, best artist on Twitch, by the way. Best artist on Twitch. Apparently I've got to write an anime for him. That time I got reincarnated as a frog artist, so look forward to that. It's gonna happen 100%. Welcome in, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I am your host, J.C. Stevenson. I write stories, I play games, and today I'm doing neither. I'm doing something that I don't do, which is just chatting. I beat Kingdom Hearts 1 and Effecto wanted a tier list of the game. So we're gonna do tier lists. These are all pre-made. I didn't make any of these. So we're just gonna go in and I'm gonna make tier lists of the game because that's what I want to do, and we're gonna chat about it. This is the definitive tier list. Okay, this is the only tier list. I'm glad you are honored. This was a pretty easy thing to do. Also, it kind of makes a nice little break between playing Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2. And I didn't want to make a thumbnail for Kingdom Hearts 2 yet, so I have this going on, which is good. So welcome, everybody. We're gonna have a little bit of fun today. We're gonna goof off a little bit. It should be good. Here's hoping. I have no idea if it will, but we're gonna figure it out. So, Effecto asked how my week was. My week was pretty good. I got a fair bit done today. I got my furnace scheduled to be fixed. The fan finally went to hell, so I got that scheduled to be fixed for tomorrow. I had a pickup that wasn't running. So I got that hauled into the mechanic, and I got my stream set up. I cooked some meals. I had a pretty lazy day today, so not the pickup truck. The pickup truck will not run. I think it's a fuel pump that's going wrong with it. It won't start. It'll turn over, but it won't fire. So Dolan and Gooby are in the failure tier. Everyone else is in the tier above that. That is not true, Sam. But yes, we're gonna start pretty shortly. I'm always really bad at this. And the reason I'm really bad at this is because I don't do just chatting at all. I know people keep telling me they want me to, but I don't do it. So this is gonna be scuffed. But you know what? I'm here for it. This is 100% tried and true. No, Sammy, I'm gonna make the definitive tier list. You are not. I'm doing it. It's me. If that's being lazy, Jay, then I have been bed rotting for years. It is a pretty slow day on the farm. So, but I don't think you've been bed rotting, Effecto. You have been taking care of kittens. You're working. You're here for your wife? Oh, yeah. Name me a heavier user than Goofy and the... Listen, Goofy does some work in this game. All right, so with that being said, we are going to start the tier list, the first one, which is the characters of Kingdom Hearts 1. Kingdom Hearts 1 only, and that's because I've only played Kingdom Hearts 1 on stream. We might do another one of these for Kingdom Hearts 2 and stuff like that, but for right now, just Kingdom Hearts 1. And we're starting with Sora. Now, I don't know why this is stylish, but I actually am fine with that. I'm actually fine with there being a category where it's like, hey, the guy is just, let's change this. This is top tier. Right? Awesome is good. Based is good. That is not how you spell questionable, but I'm going to keep it that way. So I like these. These are my tiers. And with Sora, you might think immediate top tier. No, I'm going to put him in base. There's two reasons for this. In lore, Sora is not supposed to get the Keyblade. He's not. Right? He's not the Keyblade wielder. In point of fact, Riku was meant to get the Keyblade, but because he was evil, it went to Sora. The second reason is Sora's kind of a goofball. Now, I like goofballs. I'm fine with goofballs. I have no problem with that. But those two facts keep him out of the upper tiers. He's now. I'm putting him in based. So that's where I'm at. Second place. Your first place, Siren. Siren is number one in all our hearts. Sora belongs in a tier below failure. He was there. He was. This is below failure down here, Sammy. He was there. I moved him up. This is the definitive tier list. There is no questioning after this. There isn't any more question. Oh, the other thing that I should put in with this too, that I should quantify for this is... I don't believe you. You don't believe me? Well, you're gonna believe me. Oh, I see. Move Sora back down there. No, Sammy. This is only in Kingdom Hearts 1. So, for instance, Goofy appears in a bunch of other stuff. Right? In a bunch of other stuff. But it is only his role in Kingdom Hearts 1 that matters. Right? So it's the character in Kingdom Hearts 1. Everything else is thrown out the window. Yes, Walt did sanction this tier list himself. He reincarnated. He told me that he disliked Jewish people, which is true. Why do I do this to myself? He had to prove it was himself. He had to prove that he was him. I asked you to prove that it was Walt Disney, and he's... Anyways, I'm pretty sure it was Walt Disney. And he sanctioned the tier list. So... Okay, no, we're good. We're cool. We're cool. Oh, we're cool. I'm cool. Anyways, so Riku. Sora's in base. Riku. Yeah. Okay, so throw one more pan at me, Sammy. Throw one more pan at me, Sammy. I need one more pan thrown at me for that one. Walt sanctioned this tier list, but I am not Walt Disney. Thank you, Sammy. I needed that. Okay. Do you need a shovel? Yes, I'm gonna need a shovel to dig myself deeper. Kawhi, welcome in. What? Ads? Oh no. Did you know that if you Prime sub from Amazon, you can enjoy a J stream free from ads today? What? You can enjoy my stream ad free if you use Amazon Prime to sub today on Twitch? That's a bargain. I have ads on Twitch, which is actually terrible. If I'd have known they were going to be this bad, I would not have gotten monetized on Twitch. I would have just streamed for free. Screw that. You had ads? I had ads, yeah. Lily's emotes are so good. You have a Jewish last name? Laughs in Turbo. Okay, well, see, now I'm learning things about Sammy. Don't worry. Here, we'll make it more comfortable for you, Sammy. There you go. Cleared it up for you, Sammy. Don't worry about it. Oh man. All right. Riku. You can get rid of ads by being unaffiliated. Can I don't know that, can I turn off being affiliated? I mean, I don't care about, I know, Sammy, I was just being a douche. Okay, so Riku, a lot of people might put him in failure or disastrous. Hydrate, okay, hold on, I'll hydrate. Which means you don't get money from Twitch anymore. I'm fine with that. I'm honestly, I haven't gotten money from, well, I have been streaming, but I haven't gotten money from Twitch in a very long time. Because I tell people not to sub to me and they listen, which is good. Right? I'm not, for like Siren on her streams will say, hey, don't sub to me. And then people like immediately subscribe and give her money. I say, hey, don't sub to me. And I apparently have the disappointed dad energy. And then people don't sub to me. So like, I really like that you guys are listening to me. Right? So I respect that. Stream smarter, not harder. But I'm not smart. We listen and judge. You may judge me. You guys can do a JC Stevenson tier list. Just one thing. Where does Jay go? And it's here. Jay, you forgot to put Sora below failure tier. I have Sora where he belongs. Foodman said. All right, Riku. Many people might say disastrous failure. Guy gives himself to darkness. Guy gives himself over. Tam! Sammy, don't do that. What? Oh, okay. I was like, wait, you gave more? No. Wait, you... No, okay. Yeah, you don't need to do that, Sammy. I couldn't hear you. You said, Sora... I'm not putting Sora below failure. He is staying right there. Jay has multiple forms. I shall prove my theory one day. I mean, I do technically have multiple forms. I'm a VTuber. Thank you very much, Sammy, for the 5 gifted subs. That is incredibly generous of you and incredibly unnecessary. You do not need to do that, and it is very kind of you. I feel bad. I never gift subs. Okay, so listen, here's my logic. The reason I don't gift subs, since when have I listened to you properly? I mean, fair? The reason I don't gift subs is because I would rather, if I want to send you money, I would just rather send you money. Because I don't really want to give Twitch money. So if I gift you 5 subs, I spend $30, you get 15 of it, and Twitch gets 15 of it, and Bezos doesn't need more money. So that's the reason I generally don't gift subs. Usually I try to do like free work for stuff. So like for Haas, he has a description. He asked me to write him a description. I just did it for nothing. Subs on TikTok have no value, and they do a 60-40 ratio. Yeah, I mean, I don't stream on TikTok, so I don't really know how that works. I do not have a TikTok. I am not going to get a TikTok. Thank you for your unnecessary service to the country. I do not have a TikTok. I'm not going to get a TikTok. I am not a fan of TikTok at all. Subs on Twitch have more value as the emotes can be used elsewhere. It's a static 50-50 unless you negotiate as partner and no ads on stream. I know it's static 50-50. I would need much more watchers to get partner. I would need much more viewers, much more concurrent viewers. I am way too small to even think about getting into like a partnership level for streaming. And I gotta figure it out. I have to figure out what I'm gonna do with this stuff. There's so much weird, crazy stuff happening now. Discord is going crazy. A lot of stuff is going crazy, and I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with it. But I've got a vacation coming up, and I don't really want to dive into fixing it. Another thing I was gonna do is, if you saw the thumbnail on YouTube, I'm like really proud of that one. I think it's very cool and meta. And I want to make more thumbnails like that, but I don't have the assets, so I have to spend like an hour making assets like that. And I haven't done it yet, so I got to figure out a time to do that. So, my neighbor's cat keeps coming to my house to lick my... Oh, Effecto is suffering from success. The ability to use emotes anywhere while subbed holds the greatest value for the price tag, but that's me determining the value of a sub on Twitch. So it depends. I would probably argue that if you watch a lot of Twitch, Turbo is the best value because I believe it just gets rid of ads across the platform. If you don't chat, Turbo has the best value. If you like to chat and you like to post emotes, then subbing to your content creator of choice is a very intelligent thing to do, because it gets you the emotes and it gets you off the channel or off the ads, right? So I don't know. I don't watch a lot of Twitch, unfortunately. Well, fortunately or unfortunately. So it's difficult for me to decide like what somebody should do. But personally, I think a lot of people, so it would hold value for your Sam. My primary entertainment is YouTube or reading. So that's, reading doesn't have ads yet. I'm waiting for the time when you get like a reading tablet, like a Kindle or something, and it has ads for you to unlock your book, because that's coming. All right, what emote did I get? Thank you very much for the... I got that. That's the emote I got, thank you. I can give you a tarot reading. That would be a good stream idea, is to get Effecto to give everybody a tarot reading. But yes, give me one, Effecto. Did you forget the inserts back in the day? Well, but yeah, you can just take those out. Like, they only have ads once. On YouTube and Twitch, they're like baked into the content. What did I get? Oh, that, okay. And as net, I mean, you're not wrong, Sammy. You're not wrong. Okay, Riku, which I've started 3 times. Riku, not bottom tier, questionable. My reason for this. He does redeem himself. And he does show himself to be a decent friend. You're baked into the content. I mean, I am baked into this content. I'm right in the mid. I'm right in the corner. I'm the cornerstone of this content, in point of fact. The absolute cornerstone. Right here. Riku is disastrous. Have you seen his shoes? Disastrous. I have seen his shoes. His fit is pretty good. His fit is pretty good. Weird, why are you throwing I did your hydrate. Why are you throwing a frying pan at me, Weird? What did I do wrong this time? Kyrie better be failure. Kyrie's top tier. That's all I'm gonna say. Just gonna leave it there. It's not because I have a crush on her, or had a crush on her. It's not because I ever had a crush on her. Not at all. No other reason. I'm just gonna leave that there. I drank. Thank you for the redeem. Hydrate. This B cannot be higher than Sora. You wanted Sora not even on the board. My tastes are showing. I don't know that I've ever hidden them. I just haven't talked about them. I would date Dolan before. Okay, can I add another? Okay, hold on. We're just getting rid of failure. Sammy will date. There we go. You said it, Sammy, so there you go. You said you'd date him. There we go. You're protesting this? I will take your protest under advisement, Sam. Okay. Yeah, I might have had a thing for Kairi when I was 15 years old and playing this game for the first time. So, yeah, we're just going to leave it at that. Oh, I can add a row. Awesome, that's how I do it. Oh, it's O. I am a terrible speller. Whoops. That's light green, so that's that green. And then you're into blue. There we go. No, this is the definitive tier list, Sammy. I hope Dalt Wisney comes back from the grave and really says his opinions on people. He might do so. Mickey. Mickey does not appear in the game at all until the end. You only see a shadow. I am sorry. Mickey in general, great character. Bottom of the barrel in the game. Don't at me. Don't at me about it. But in this game, Mickey literally shows up as a Deus Ex Machina right at the end. Like, I'm gonna help close. He does nothing throughout the game. Bottom of the barrel. I said that this weird. Don't throw a pan at me. Don't at me with this. I said that we are only judging based upon Kingdom Hearts 1, nothing else. Right? Not going to do anything else. And the reason is simple. Kairi and Dolan literally do nothing in the game. How the heck are they ranked higher? First off, Dolan is ranked under bottom of the barrel. Kairi is we all know why Kairi's up here. Everybody know. If you don't know, then you need to take a good long look in the mirror. That's what you need to do. That doesn't count. Dolan is derp. Well, then why are you dating a derp? Redhead supremacy. Listen, I didn't say that. Siren said it. I didn't say it. Siren said it. Alice is more useful than Kairi. We're not even at Alice yet. Why are we arguing? Sammy, did we start dating when I wasn't looking? Why are we arguing this much? I don't recall asking you out, Sammy. I'm not saying I wouldn't. Probably, I'm not sure. It's true. Can I add a... I don't know if I can add another character. Are you two dating? No. No. Goofy. Questionable. No, that's a joke. It is a joke. Me and Sammy are not dating. Goofy is out. Not in this game. He is more useful than Donald, right? Like, don't get me wrong. In any other context, Goofy is a god tier character, right? The old Goofy cartoons where he flies off buildings and stuff like that are hilarious. I love Goofy as a character, but we're only doing in Kingdom Hearts 1. And in Kingdom Hearts 1, he is moderately useful. He's more useful than Donald, but he's not super good. Okay, he's a man. What Effecto? Are you being sexist in my stream, Effecto? Do you have a problem with men, Effecto? Are your biases showing? I don't know. Are you? Do I need to ban one of my moderators for sexism in chat? In the year of our Lord 2026, are you discriminating against men in my chat? I'm not angry, Effecto. I'm just disappointed. Weird. When I run out of water, I'm gonna make you go fill my water bottle. The year of our Lord. I never thought I'd see the day. Minnie. Literally just tells people to go on a quest. Minnie should be an awesome tier. She's literally running the kingdom when Mickey's doing F all. The kingdom falls apart. She's where Mickey was off running a quest, right? Fair enough. Minnie stayed at home. No issue with that whatsoever. But if you think about the second game, they go to the castle and it's falling apart. Right? So she didn't run a kingdom. Mickey, no, listen, Mickey, yeah, no, look, don't get me wrong. That's why I'm putting them both at the bottom of the barrel. That's why they're both in the same spot. Definitive tier list. Definitive tier list. Daisy with her husband. Posture, thank you. Thank you, Wade. Sammy, you're gonna have to buy dinner for 3. You're welcome. You're welcome, Sammy. I set you up with this. They make excellent dinner day. Cooked. Yes, they would make an excellent dinner. Will Sammy be dating? Apparently. Pluto. I'm not even going to justify that. Thank you, Weird. I'm just going to put it there and we're going to move on. Pluto was actually useful in the game. I won't argue that here. Sammy's not going to argue with me for once. But where am I going to get content then? Chippendale. Questionable. They helped. Now, hold on. No, let me, I'll stretch weird. No. Let me give you my reasoning before you argue. Let me give my reasoning before you argue. They helped Sora, Donald, and Goofy build a gummy ship, right? But the gummy ship sections were the worst in the game. The questionable tier is going to be filled by the end of this game. They do maintenance. They don't do maintenance. It's a gummy block. It heals itself. You find little orbs in the middle. They were not. Atlantica was the worst. I'm not saying that Atlantica wasn't the worst. I'm saying they're questionable. The gummy ship sections were some of the most boring in the game. Nobody liked the gummy ships in Kingdom Hearts 1. I didn't say it was the worst. I said it was some of the worst. That's okay. I will give you one paragraph to make me change my mind, Sammy. And that goes for all of you, by the way. If you disagree with where I put people, I'll give you one paragraph. Like the gummy ship is by Jay's definition. Do you like the gummy sections? Cabbage? Okay. You win, Effecto. They're based. Cabbage talked me into it. The cabbage did it. Thank you, Effecto, for that rousing speech. I appreciate that. You got what you wanted, Sammy. Why are you mad? Next. Huey, Dewey, and Louie. These guys run an item shop that you never really use aside from we are gonna be here all night. This is why I don't do just chatting. I'm not gonna put them in Sammy Will Date because that would get him arrested and put on lists. But we're gonna go for disastrous. They're children running a shop. They should not be running a shop. That's a disaster waiting to happen. You cannot argue with that. Children running a shop, disastrous. That is a problem waiting to happen. You can't argue with that. Not put them there. They can also be cooked in no, we're not. No. Child labor. Child labor is wrong unless you live on a Minnesota farm, in which case then it's apparently my childhood. Merlin. Awesome. Merlin is awesome. He teaches you magic. He introduces you to getting summons. He gives you the Winnie the Pooh book. He's an all-around encouraging guy. Plus, he has a sick beard. Anybody with a sick beard and glasses is okay in my book. That's awesome. Walt Disney. I'm pro. How much work? Listen. You two are a match made in heaven. Why am I doing this? Why is this a thing?
No, that's a lot of damage.
By the way, that is a lot of. By the way, I'm glad you're laughing. Doug, welcome in, Doug. Do you disagree with my tier? Okay, everybody gets one paragraph to disagree with my tier list. Doug, by the way, Twitch chat, YouTube chat. I stream to both. If you disagree, you get one paragraph to disagree with my choices. And if you can't do it in one, you can't do it. Sammy Will Date is Foodman Sam from Twitch, just so you're aware. This is he has the things for ducks. We don't question it. We don't question it, Doug. We don't question it. We don't judge here. Yeah, the cabbage card won't work anymore. But yes, welcome in, Doug. What can I help you with? If you want me to change the music, I can't, because I only have one playlist, and it's the one that puts everybody to sleep. So good that you're laughing and enjoying. I'm just gonna have fun with this. This is silly. I don't. Doug comes in, just says and vanishes. We need a Doug to be in based. Doug is in based right now. I will hydrate weird. Doug isn't based. I feel so welcome in this stream for some reason. It's the beard. Whoa! Nugget, thank you so much for the follow. Oh wait, I have to update it. Now it's the 292 follower special. Guys, the 292 follower special on Twitch. You feel so welcome. Siren has that effect on people. I just wanted to say hi and thank you. Thank me for what? I know that I know that you watch a lot of Lily. Oh, Lily ended. Poor Lily. Or whoever gifted me. Oh, that would be Foodman Sam. He gifted me 5 subs. By the way, like, all of my emotes are Lily's art except for like that one and this one. That is the first emote I ever commissioned from Lily Nugget. But welcome in, Doug. Welcome. You are welcome here, and you are free to disagree. You get one paragraph or more to disagree with me. Fairy Godmother, based. Unlock summons for you. That's pretty based, but she doesn't do much else. Based. We are doing Kingdom Hearts tier lists. I recently finished Kingdom Hearts 1 on stream, and Effecto from YouTube chat. I stream to Twitch over here, YouTube over here. I stream to both. Effecto wanted me to do a tier list on Kingdom Hearts 1, so I thought, why not? My respectable grandmas are very respectable. I repeat, Grandpa Merlin and Grandma Godmother belong in Disastrous. You're telling me these are two powerful magic casters, still let their worlds fall to darkness, failures, both of them disastrous failures. Yes, you can say hi to YouTube, you can talk to YouTube. They will talk back, though. I warn you, YouTube will talk back. You can't lick anymore? Oh God, we're saved. YouTube will talk back. They sometimes have a foul mouth, just so you're aware. I think you're underestimating the power of the darkness in Kingdom Hearts, right? If there's those are two very powerful magic casters, and they still were unable to hold the darkness at bay. I'm gonna pump it now. Please do not pump it in my stream. Please don't pump it in my stream, Mila. Welcome in, Mila. Dogs are in Disastrous. All of them. Pongo, Purdy, the puppies, all of them. These two lost all of their puppies. Completely lost them all. The puppies are they're in crates. What do you mean no? Sammy, I am not going to cook dogs. I'm not going to do that, nor am I going to make a joke about it. It is not China. Oh my God. Night, welcome in. Night. I live in Minnesota, which is firmly in the United States of America. It's so hard to see YouTube. Is it? Why not? I don't have much animated emotes. You'll have to get Melly in here to gift you another sub. Don't get Melly in here to gift you another sub, please, Mila. Don't do that. You might be blind. The text is kind of small. I guess I could probably update it, but I'm not gonna update it now. Hold on. Here, I can do this for you. Give me 1 second. Here. If you really want to view YouTube chat, do that. This is the pop-out link for the YouTube chat. So if you click on that link, you will get my YouTube chat. You can either read it on stream, you can read it there. It's up to you. I guess I could do the same for Twitch, huh? Pop-out chat. Just in case that's easier for people. There's the pop-out link for Twitch chat. I can't buy my own sub. I need Melly to gift me subs or I'll die. Well, Melly's very, very sweet about that. So if you want to read either of the chats, there we go. The broom counts as a character. I don't know if the broom appears in Kingdom Hearts 1. Does it? Did it appear in Kingdom Hearts 1? Let's go in with Sammy. I don't think I ever bought a sub. I think I've bought in like 2. Yeah, I don't know if it appeared. That one's going on the date with Sammy too. We're gonna put that. Or, you know, I guess we could put carrying buckets, bottom of the barrel. That's pretty funny. I don't remember it. I know it's in Kingdom Hearts 2. But I don't think this is Kingdom Hearts 2. No, it's just Kingdom Hearts. So yeah. I feed off others. Well, Nugget with other, you know, a lot of people eat nuggets. So they feed off nuggets and then you feed off them. Very parasitic. Very, I like that. Oh, well, next. Can't stay. I just know that if you don't put the dragon from Mulan movie in top tier, I'm unsubbing and never coming back. Well, boom, there you go. I dare you. Bye, night. If you tell me not to do something, I will immediately do it because I'm a giant douche nut. Hot topic, nonsense he is. Okay. Squall Leonhardt is a Final Fantasy protagonist who I find very questionable. You meet him in Traverse Town and he immediately beats up a kid. That's pretty questionable to me. He doesn't really do much. You fight him in the Coliseum a couple of times, which is kind of weird. I feel like he could have probably spent more time, you know, not fighting in a Coliseum instead of leaving everything in the hands of a child, but he doesn't. He's got sad bad boy vibes. I respect that. At least you can respect it, Effecto. No issue. And I hate Dino Nuggets. They are the enemy. Okay, don't put Leo in failure. Okay, I won't. I can't. There's no failure tier, Sammy. Yuffie is also questionable. Same thing as Leon. Shows up immediately. Put him back in the pool. I'm not putting him back in the pool. This is the definitive tier list. Walt Disney and the guy who created Final Fantasy, whose name I totally know, but I'm just waiting to see if you know, have said that I am the spokesperson for Kingdom Hearts. Me, JC Stevenson. Yuffie is useless. I'm not saying she did anything useful, right? But she did offer some help, and she's questionable. She's not disastrous. Don't even know why she's in the game. She's in the game to be fan service, right? And fan service is questionable. You're making my case for me, Sammy. What fan and who is getting service? PG-13, Foodman Sam. You know that. We haven't heard from Doug in a while. Doug's scared, even though he's welcome. Aerith. No one, literally no one. Sammy. Aerith. She's pretty based. I like the hair. We're gonna put her in based because she lived. That's what it's gonna be. She has decent wisdom. She does share some wisdom. Also, at the end, she goes to the library and does a bunch of research. She gives you like 8 Ansem reports that she found. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Cloud's pretty disastrous. Shows up. Edgy as all heck, joins Hades, tries to kill a kid. Tetsuya Nomura was the director and character designer for Kingdom Hearts. He sent me a DM. He sent me a DM. Hold on. Let me open my Discord. Yeah, it's right there. He sent me a DM. Oh. Yeah, he sent me a DM telling me that he's glad I'm doing this. So yeah, pretty disastrous. Put him there. Sephiroth is also disastrous. Cloud was looking here. Let me actually switch these around. Cloud was looking for him. That's who he was looking for in the game. You might think he was looking for Aerith, but he wasn't. That's a guy. That's a dude. Sephiroth is disastrous in the game. He shows up as a very difficult boss fight that is not very fun and gives you one of the worst keyblades in the game if you get it. It's not a good keyblade. Not a good keyblade. Sid is pretty based. Shows up, runs an item store, stops. He lives his dream of creating a gummy item store. He helps you out. He installs stuff in your ship for free. Dude is based. Dude is based as all hell. Just based. Cool. Okay. Easily brainwashed fool. Yeah, Cloud is easily. That's why he's a disaster. Food Ban Sam. This is Titus. I forget her name. Sophie, and Waka. All right, I'm gonna take a nap. I got you on my phone. Get some rest. I mean, the music will put you to sleep. This music almost puts me to sleep. I'm gonna have to find a more upbeat playlist for this. Selfie. These three are from Final Fantasy games. This girl I don't know. Titus I know. Waka I know. Unsupervised children on an island. That's a disaster waiting to happen. It's just disastrous. Final Fantasy 8 is from 8 along with Leon. Is she? Okay. I haven't played 8. I should maybe play 8, but I haven't. Yeah, that's a disaster. That's just a disaster. Sorry. Can't do it. How did you like Undertale, Siren, by the way? Jan, welcome in. How did Undertale? How did the ending of Undertale go? Are you done with it now? I'm doing well, Jan. How are you? Unsupervised kids on an island. Isn't that? It is. And that's disastrous. See? You guys are making my case for me. I should have hand tracking up because I'm like waving my hands like crazy on this. It was delightful and I'm done. Undertale is very fun. Now you just have to play what inspired Undertale. Finished a series I was watching just now, going to watch a bit and then I will go. That's good, Jane. Get some rest. Get some rest. Making my case. Moogle based, makes you items. All I have to do is bring stuff. Pretty based. Far as I'm concerned. What was the series, Jan? What did you finish? Anime, TV show, live action? Lord of the Rings? Is it Lord of the Rings? That's a good movie. Good 3 movies, actually. Snow White. Questionable. She's filler in the game. She's just in there to be filler. One of the 7 princesses of hearts. Doesn't even really do anything in the game. Is just there. That's questionable. Same thing with Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, and Belle. All questionable. They're in the game as filler just to have the 7 kingdoms of heart. They're just in there for oh look, we have Disney princess, right? Questionable. Questionable. All of them. Yeah, okay. Feel free to disagree, but I will argue with you, and I am always right. Just so you're aware. Finished. I finished Dan to Dan anime, and it was about a boy who lost his stick and balls, if you know what I mean, and he was possessed by a spirit. The poor soul. That is gonna make a joke, and now I'm not gonna make a joke because I did that at the start of stream and I got people called me out on it. So now he tried to get them back. I'm in the show. I would assume it's in, not I'm. They try to get them. I mean, that is a very relatable quest. I've been thinking of watching Dan to Dan, but I need a pirate hat before that. Pirate hats are very important nowadays. Make sure you get yourself a good pirate hat. I don't know, Jan, why did you say that? Beast. Based. You know what? I'm gonna even above that. Awesome. Dude literally came from his world through the power of his heart alone, chasing his woman. Guy is based. Guy's based, guy is awesome. To be honest, the first episode may be pretty uncomfortable, so be aware of that. I've never watched it, but I heard it's pretty something. Now we're talking. Oh, you didn't like any of my other choices, Effecto? None of my other choices, you know. I do love this music, though. I love chill music. I'm afraid to be banned. I might have to flee. It'll be good. You'll be fine, Effecto. Don't worry about it. Maleficent. Bottom of the barrel. Hydrate. I will hydrate. Bottom of the barrel. Not a very good villain in this. Let me give the reasoning, Effecto. Let me say why. Is a baddie. What am I doing? Listen, I don't find her to be a baddie. I thought she was a pretty poor villain. She pretended to be all high and mighty, and it turned out that she was just a pawn for the Heartless in the end. Once you beat her dragon form, she vanishes, and Ansem comes in and is like, oh, she was just an empty husk, right? She wasn't as in control as she thought she was. Bottom of the barrel. You get a paragraph. You can write a paragraph and disagree. I will reconsider. But my queen, you gotta write the paragraph, and you can't use cabbage again, Effecto. You've already played that card. You can't do it again. This, by the way, is a boss fight, so I'm not gonna do this one. This one, just because I'm not gonna do that one. You can listen. We are open to discussion here. Is this gonna like rotate? It is. Okay. This is a democracy, but I overrule all of you. I will too, but I remain my right to cry about it. But if you don't put Mushu on top, I will dislike. Well, we're getting to Mushu, so we'll get there. Don't cry about it. She wasn't a very good villain. Ansem, on the other hand, pretty good villain. Now let me quantify that. It was mostly Billy Zane's voice acting. In the second game, when he was not voiced by Billy Zane, he had way less malevolence involved. Billy Zane made that character. Like, I remember when he was talking, it was just like creepy and, you know, the door is open. Give yourself to darkness, right? Awesome. Loved it. Gave me chills. Beautiful voice acting. No, not the what voice? Should I not be doing voices? Sorry, I won't do it again. Also, hi Siren, just remembered that I didn't say hi back. Sorry about that. Always say hi to the shy Siren. When Siren deigns to come down off her pedestal to grace us with her presence, her 1,100 subs, to plebeians like J.C. Stevenson, we should all be thankful. But yes, I thought he was a pretty good villain. The Ansem reports were pretty good. Why am I like, what? Honest? Are you asking me to be not honest, Siren? Is that what I'm doing? You want me to lie? Siren's asking me to lie. Can't believe it. so mean to me and yourself. Listen, if I'm going to be mean to people, I'm going to be mean to everybody. I don't know who this is. I don't know if this is Hidden Ansem or if this is the hooded character at the end of the game. Yeah, if I'm, listen, okay, listen, I honor bro code, and one of the rules of bro code is if you're going to screw over your buddy, you have to screw over yourself in the process, right? You can't screw them over to benefit yourself. So if I'm going to be mean to you, I have to be mean to me. Right? That's bro code. Now, I know technically you're not a bro, but call it respect. Are we screwing people? Effecto, PG-13. PG-13. Only Sammy's getting dates here. Okay, you know what? Here. There. There. Are you happy now, Effecto? Are you happy now, Effecto? Are you okay? Are you more content with this? I will hydrate, Weird. Thank you very much, Weird. Evil wins. You know, everybody likes these people, and here I am as just a Sid. Like, I'm just up there like, hey, I'm gonna build this cool thing, and everybody just ignores Sid. Makes me sad. We need more Sid love in the world. The good will perish, probably. I think this is the guy at the ending, which is at bottom of the barrel. Didn't show up in the original game unless you got the final ending. Just a big teaser that ended up being a whole thing. Bottom of the barrel for me. Just bottom of the barrel. I just like hot people. Fair enough. Nothing wrong with. There's nothing wrong with liking hot people. There's nothing wrong with liking the physically attractive individual. So, fair enough. Fair enough. The summons. So this is the best summon in the game because it just refills your mana constantly. The rest of these are fairly questionable in their use. Bambi's pretty cute. That's true. This is like the only useful summon. I'm sorry. I know you guys like Mushu. Mushu's a cool character, but he's not a cool character in the game, in Kingdom Hearts 1, right? He's awesome in Mulan, but we're not going on Mulan. We're going on Kingdom Hearts 1. And in Kingdom Hearts 1, these three are questionable. They're just not very good summons. This one, on the other hand, is very, very useful. I loved Mushu in the movie. Mushu in the movie was very good. Mulan was a very good movie. Very good. Haven't seen him in an action game. It's complicated. Okay. There's a lot of characters. Hold on, I'm trying to do magic. Okay, Effecto's trying to do I have to stop doing the tier list? Do I just need to wait and chat for a minute, Effecto? Is that what I need to do? All right, everybody, we're not gonna talk. Okay, we can go on. All right, I thought we were gonna not talk. Alice, disastrous. Get yourself caught. Get yourself kidnapped. Gets used to open the door to darkness. Literally does nothing to stop it. Right? Disastrous. Sorry. You might like her as a character. You might think she's awesome. You might think she's based. far as I'm concerned, disastrous. Big disaster. Queen of Hearts, also disastrous. She's supposed to be a queen. She's judging a trial. She just literally has people gather up evidence and then picks one at random. Doesn't even do her job. Utter disaster. Utter disaster. Stop me if you disagree. The queen is not queening. That is true. That is true. We need a new queen. These guards are terrible as well. They run around. They try to stop you from doing your job. Bad. Well, actually, they're questionable. They did their job as guards, right? But they weren't good people. So we're going to go questionable, right? They were good at being guards. Bad people. Questionable. The bunny, bottom of the barrel. Guy didn't do anything. Cheshire Cat, questionable. I think that's just fair. I think the Cheshire Cat would want to be put in questionable. Like, I think that's fair. That's what I would go with. At least I think. I'm under 3 blankets. Why am I freezing? Help, I'm turning blue. You can only see black over here. Hit the refresh button. Are the ads not playing Effecto? Jen, if you're turning blue, you need to go see a doctor, not type in stream. You need to call somebody for help. If that's a joke, Jen, it's really not funny. If you're turning blue and you're that cold, you need to call for help, like, immediately. Okay, I don't find that funny, man. It might be the Wi-Fi effect, though. It could be something like that. No, I'm actually cold, but I'm not blue yet. Well, then, yeah, like, yeah. Please don't joke about stuff like that. Yeah, don't do that. So, anyways, moving on. Doorknob. Disastrous. Disastrous. He didn't even want to do his job as a doorknob, which was to open a door. Didn't even want to. So, disastrous. We're going to brush past that, Jen. But yeah, generally, jokes about you being in danger of, like, being hurt or something like that, not good jokes to make. I'm breathing. The shame made me hot. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better. Hercules, also questionable. Dude is a demigod and didn't even try to fight the Heartless. You're sorry? Apology accepted, man. We're gonna move past it and we're gonna go on. No big deal. Effecto, thank you so much for the follow. Oh wait, no, I gotta update the follower list on Twitch again. 293 now? Oh my God, we're up to the 293 followers special, ladies and gentlemen. The 293 followers special. That's gonna be my title on Twitch for, like, the rest of my life. Just update it every single time I get a follower. I still see black, but I don't want to leave. Well, you can gather points and throw pans over there, Effecto. So, you know, you can do that. Hello to, yes, Effecto is in 2 places at once. Pretty crazy. Phil, same thing as Hercules, questionable. You are dual wielding. I wish I was cool enough to dual wield. Hades is a top tier character. Sorry. He's a great villain. Did great in the game, great in the movie. Hades is a top tier character. I've spent an hour and 8 minutes talking about this. and I am like halfway done. This is the longest tier list, by the way, guys. So, I could speed run this, but I kind of want to do just chatting a little bit, so I don't mind sort of breaking it out. Hades, by the way, one of the best Disney villains of all time. Just phenomenal. Just great. Cerberus, bottom of the barrel. The fight wasn't very good. Neither fight with him was very good in the game. Just spews darkness and you run around and avoid it and then get just a boring fight. Super boring fight. I didn't fight these two in the game. These are fights from the Hades Cup. Neither of these are like super good fights. This one is better than this one, but neither of them are very fun. I didn't care for either of these fights. So, I fought them. They weren't that good. So we're just gonna leave that one there. Give it a mat. Yeah, give it a mat. Tarzan is pretty based. Dude decided to leave society, live with monkey. Ouch. Becto. I give you the privilege of being you sit in both chats and why does everybody abuse me? What did I do to earn that? But I deserve this. There are a lot of characters. Thank you, Effecto, for the frying pan. I appreciate that. Jane is pretty based, right? Tries to help Sora out, tries to help these two communicate. He's based for leaving society, living with monkeys. It's great. I'm figuring out the controls. This is bound to be chaos. Just pressing all the buttons. Clayton is questionable. He's like a good villain in a good boss fight. But he didn't get a lot of screen time for what he did. So that's not great. The monkeys are just I need a meh tier. Death! Welcome in, Death. How's it going, man? I'm gonna put them in questionable. It's kind of the meh tier. Neither of these guys are that great. That's funny because he's real scary. He is pretty scary. Clayton is a bum. Good villain in the movie, though, since I hated him. He's a good villain. Like, in the game, he's a good villain. Yeah. These are questionable as well. They don't really do anything. They're not good. They're not bad. Just questionable. Sabor, that's an annoying fight. He just shows up a bunch and ends up being annoying. You fight him, beat him, then he shows up again, then you fight him and beat him, then he shows up again, and you fight him and beat him. It's going, just got off VR golf. Walkabout mini golf would be awesome to play with. Is there a mini golf game in VR? This one? Oh my god. That might be a game I play. That'd probably be a game I play. That looks fun. That'll probably be a game I play. Siren, do you have VR? Who has VR? It's up to 8 people. I need people. It would be very fun. That might be a good game to play. Did not, but I'm +4. Isn't terrible. +4 is not bad. I haven't used it in a long time. Who's texting me? Sending TikToks. Let me mute my phone real quick. There we go. Don't have VR. I'm poor. I have a VR. That sounds like an Uno card. It's my text message. Aladdin is pretty based. Thievery in this day and age is pretty based. I also don't know how it works. I might play some VR. I like VR. It's just I just got back to streaming and the VR headset I have is not super comfortable, but a low impact game like the mini golf game would be pretty good. I can't really do Rumble in it. Top tier. Wait, it's not voiced by Robin Williams. Kind of sad. but it was pretty good. Awesome. If it was Robin Williams, it would be up here. Also, I'm poor. We're all poor. When the Shy Siren or the Lilypad 97 are not streaming, we're all poor for the experience. We all suffer. Sad days. Sad days. Get access to all the maps the people who join have too, so if you don't get it, you can play all the pay. Oh, nice stuff. We're not discussing final. We're just making jokes. We had lessons in schools for VR sketching, but I never took them. You'd be able to draw 3D. I've done a little drawing in VR. It's kind of crazy. I just want money. So many things I want to buy. Yeah. Money would be good. Unfortunately, I keep telling people not to give me money. One of these days I'll have to accept that. Okay, how long? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna make a poll. How long until I need to accept money? Never. One day. Maybe a few months. There we go. You guys can vote. How long until I have to accept money? I never have to accept money. I have one day, maybe a few months. You guys can vote. You guys tell me. Poll. Enter. How long until I have to accept money? Never. One day. Like a month. There we go. Where's the now option? There is no now option. Don't give me money now. I can't even get money on YouTube.
I don't believe you.
You don't believe me? What? What don't you believe me about? By night, I'm just going to put this box, definitely not face-eating bacteria. By night, have fun with your face-eating bacteria. I'm glad to see you. Hopefully I get to see you again. I am also jobless. I do referee from time to time, but I do not make much money, unfortunately. Yeah, a lot of side gigs don't pay a lot. I heard Lily was doing voice acting. Do I seriously have one day? All right, well, this is the last day that I cannot accept. Okay. I feel weird about it. Still feel weird about getting money from people. Okay. Logically, I know I shouldn't, right? Like, logically, I know I should not feel weird about accepting money from people for streaming. I get that. But it still feels weird to me, and I don't know why. I feel weird about it too, I get it. Yeah, but you're talented, Siren. I also have to write a story. Apparently, I have to... I'm astounded you didn't put one day there as a gag, as in one day I'll need it. Oh, that's what I should have did. Why didn't I do that? Shy made some bank on her Valentine's Day stream. You were raking in some money on that. I guess I need to pretend to be evil. I guess I need to pretend to be an evil singer as well. That's what I need to do. Goth J Wen, never. That's a never. That'll be a never. I don't know. The gags, no. Goth, no. Maybe I'll grow. Maybe I'll change the hairstyle and be emo, right? Guys, just everything's all so pointless. Why am I streaming? Why am I doing a tier list here? Jasmine, I guess she's pretty based. I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I just have so many feelings, you know? We need goth, Jay. I get that, Shy. If that happened to me, I would feel so surreal and weird about sort of, I guess I need to get past the going back to the money thing. I guess I need to get past the stigma I feel about receiving money. Since you'll be going to Japan, you can be Jirai KJ. Isn't a Jirai isn't that like a crazy girl? I don't want to derail the stream. Sorry, what stream? You're not derailing it. Siren, this stream has never been on rails. There's no rails here. Because it's somebody else's money and they can see your reaction for receiving it in real time. I mean, yes, like I get, I like, okay, listen. I like giving gifts. I do. I genuinely like giving gifts. I really don't like receiving gifts, but I generally like giving them. Oh, you're not going too far. You're good. So it was too much money though. Okay. Goth Lalita J. Like that's done. That's stream time, guys. That's done. That's questionable. I think we're gonna be done, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it too. That's great. Good having y'all. Good having y'all. Oh dear Lord. So here's the thing. You need fan art of that? You need fan art of like my hairy chest poking out of a gothic Lolita outfit? No. Nobody needs that. Here's the thing about receiving money. And again, this is logical for me, and this is going to be one of those advice things that I give and then immediately don't take. If a person decides to give you money, that's up to them. It's their money. They can spend it as they see fit. The only thing that you can do as a content creator is encourage people to be mindful of their money and to say, hey, make sure you're not spending more than you can afford. That's literally the best thing you can do. And if they don't listen to that, that's kind of on them. I will also point out, Siren, that you did work really hard on those, like the anniversary stream. That was a lot of work for those things. So, learned something new today. Thanks for the new term. Yeah, I've heard of Jedi K. It's like the crazy dangerous girls, the yandere girls, but they're not real. The kind of girl that'll ruin your life. And if you're rich enough, just straight up disable all forms of donation as much as possible. That would be the dream. Honestly, if I was rich, I would just turn everything off and disable everything. Because I like streaming just for fun. So I've seen or heard people get into debt to get like merch or concert tickets for their favorite artist. Maybe not the same, but it's still extreme. Well, okay. This is another thing that that's another reason why I very much worry about being parasocial with people. Is I don't ever want to be the reason why somebody is in that situation. We don't like stans. Don't be a stan. Don't be a stan. In a world of stans, be a C-man. Anyways, I never want to be the reason that people are in any sort of hardship. It's also one of the reasons why I'm very careful with offering encouragement, because the last thing I want somebody who respects my opinion to do is to take my approval for their bad habits as approval for bad habits. Because some people look for justification to do bad things, and they'll find it wherever they can, and I don't want to be part of that either. At least you put boundaries, Jay. Yes, I'm very careful about it. It is something that I genuinely worry about, because I've seen it happen way too many times. I've seen it happen way too many times with people where they ruin their lives to get just like an ounce of attention from a person. And how and some people do it knowingly. Like they act that way on purpose in order to elicit that response. And how people can knowingly do that, it astounds me and it disappoints me. So yeah, I never want to do that. So I'm okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna end these polls because they're pretty much over. Here's what I'm gonna do. From this point forward, I will not shame anybody for giving me money. We'll skip the one day. From this point forward, I will say thank you. I will be gracious, but I want to say this one last thing. Make sure that everything in your life is paid for first. Pay your bills. Well, at some point in time, I have to get over. If I genuinely want to be a successful streamer, I'm gonna have to get used to accepting money. Pay your bills. Somebody clip this too. If you're gonna give me money, pay your bills first, then put some money into savings, then go out and buy yourself some kind of treat, right? If you like a certain snack, buy a candy bar, buy a sody pop, buy some ice cream, buy yourself a treat, and then if you have money left over, then donate it to your favorite streamer. This should be the last thing you give money to. I terrorized my niece with that song. My niece was a big fan of K-pop Demon Hunters. She's a big fan of K-pop Demon Hunters, and she made me listen to a bunch of songs. I've never seen the movie. She watched the movie. And she made me listen to Soda Pop. So like I would be in the car like, my little soda pop, I drink it a lot. 'Cause outside it's hot. Right, so I was just making up, and then she'd like roll her eyes and get mad at me. Yeah, I was terrorizing my terrorizing my niece with that. Don't worry, Jay, I'll never donate. I'm constantly struggling. I respect that effect though. We're one and the same. Yeah, and then I terrorize it. Rules for donation. Thank you, Death. I appreciate that. Karaoke stream when? Never if I have my way. I am not a good singer. Singing is something I am very unconfident about. Jafar, questionable. Guy had an obsession with her. Point of fact, let's bottom of the barrel. Keep him as far away from her as possible. I just screamed my lungs out during Golden. I cannot do the high notes. I cannot do high notes either. Also, guys, you don't want me to do a karaoke stream. I listen to like country music and sad songs, and I'm just gonna sit here talking about, you know, I'd be singing sad songs. There would be no excitement. That would be emo J time right there. When I sing Birds Explode like in Shrek, that's a talent, Effecto. Effecto, you could market that, right? So like if there were like birds that were like bothering like a farmer or something, you could say, hey, I can get rid of them. And you just go out and hit the high note and they blow up. John Denver, almost heaven. West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. I like that song. Just far there. Sad songs are 90% of my song list karaoke stream is needed. Oh, God. Is that going to be Evanescence? I'm not singing Evanescence. Is Creedence? Oh, Creedence would be more rock and roll, I would think. Creedence is good though. The problem is I promised Lily I would play Yick for 500 subs, thinking I'd never get to 500 subs and it wouldn't be a big deal. And then now it's happened and then I have to play Yick again. So if I say, oh, hey, we can play, I'll do a karaoke stream at 1,000 subs, right? Then I'm going to forget about it. And then it's going to be like 2 years from now. And you guys be like, hey, you hit 1,000 subs yesterday. Why aren't you singing for me? Conway Twitty. Howard of the County is Conway Twitty. No, not Conway Twitty. Kenny Rogers. The fear of success. The fear of having to do the things I promised. Not Conway Twitty. It's Kenny Rogers. I forgot the guy's name, but he also had a CD with Dolly Parton. Yes. Howard of the County is a good song. That's the fear of responsibility. That's what I have. The fear of responsibility and accountability. That is me 100%. Abu is questionable. I like how this has devolved from tier list into just me talking about anything you guys bring up. Okay, I'll tell you what. 1,000 subs on YouTube, I will do a karaoke stream. Siren will have to help me set it up. You have my word on it. I'll do it. But I'm gonna point out that it's only the first time I hit 1,000 subs because I'm gonna sing karaoke and I'm gonna lose like 300 people, and I'm not gonna do it again if I hit 1,000 subs again. So it's only the first time. We're not gonna do this repeating thing where I sing, lose 300 subs, then I get back to 1,000, I sing, and then I lose 300 subs, and then I sing, and yeah, no, we're not doing that. Subathon at 1,000K on Twitch. I don't think I can do a subathon. I have a job. I'll tell you what. All right. I'll tell you what. The day I make enough money off of streaming and content creation where I don't need to have a day job, I'll do a subathon. Right? I will do a subathon. Yeah, I mean, well, I have a life. I'm not Ludwig. I can't sit at home for 24 days straight with my thumb up my ass. I gotta work. I gotta earn money. Subathon. I have a life. I can't do a subathon. I can't promise to sit here for. So sure. Like if I ever get to the point where I am famous enough that I don't have to have a day job, I can literally sit at the computer all day. Fine. Subathon. So a subathon is what a subathon is you basically start a stream and you say, okay, I'm going to stream for 10 hours. And every sub you give me increases the timer. Right? So I'm going to stream for 10 hours, but if you sub, I'll add another 10 minutes to the timer. Sounds like saw torture? It's saw torture. That's basically what it is. It is horrible. They're terrible. They destroy people's sanity. That's why people like to make others do them. I have made 2 promises, random. One, I will do a karaoke stream at a 1,000 subs on YouTube, and if I ever get to the point where I don't have a day job because I'm streaming, I'll do a subathon. 10 minutes is crazy. Normally it's like 30 seconds a sub, 1 second per 100. But yeah, I don't watch subathons. People do that. Yes, they do that. People do crazier things for money, Jan. Iago, pretty questionable, in my mind. Sidekick, not very good. The carpet is based. I'm not gonna say it. We love money. Money is wonderful, but do not sell your soul for it. Money is, it's not worth your soul. Ludwig became famous because of his subathon. He did. That was the thing that launched him into like more mainstream. He was pretty popular before that, but his subathon is really what took off. I'm glad you like chatting in both places, Effecto. Go for it. So I have both. Can't sell what we don't have, man. Don't count yourself short, Jan. What does he do? He's just a streamer. He had a very good subathon planned. That's true. Why do you like Huey better than Dewey and Louie? I don't. They're in the same disastrous tier line. Welcome in, Lilypad97. I was waiting for you to come in so I could talk about our new anime we're working on. Yeah, but Huey's at the top. Okay, well, sorry. Are you happy? The time I got reincarnated as a frog artist. I'm gonna write the storyline and Lily's gonna do the illustrations. Gonna be up on my YouTube channel 2030. All right, I solved that problem. Boys, today we compete against this pro gamer in a head-to-head battle. It's gonna suck. 30-minute video. Yep. That's right. Get censored, Lilypad97. We don't do the First Amendment. This is not a democracy. It's actually a democracy. But anyways, yes. So yeah, okay, so fine. Karaoke stream at 1,000 subs on YouTube. I'll do it. Siren's gonna have to help me set it up. And if I ever get to the point where I don't have to work a day job, then I'll do a subathon on Twitch. Okay, fine. That's what I'll do. Weird. Thank you for the frying pan. Pinocchio, pretty questionable. Pretty questionable. Guy's a talking puppet. Don't know why. Don't know. Moving talking puppet. That's questionable to me. So yeah, that's what we have. I didn't ban you, Death. Free the frog. You should do extreme makeup for your carrot kiss style, maybe? No. I don't even know how I'm gonna do it. I don't sing, guys. My microphone is not mixed for singing. I guarantee you when I sang like the first 3 lines of Country Road, it didn't sound that good. Geppetto's pretty questionable. Why would you carve a child? You don't sing at all? I sing to myself. I sing when I'm driving in the car, but I don't sing for other people. Sing in the bathroom for better sounding? The acoustics in bathrooms are generally better. Jiminy Cricket. Jiminy Cricket's pretty based, not gonna lie. To the place? Honestly, it doesn't need to be. Throw on slight autotunes and you're golden. I don't want to use autotunes. I don't want a computer to make me good at something. If I'm gonna fail, I'm gonna fail like a man. Right? What does that have to do? What's wrong? What do you mean I'm a VTuber? Why are you saying that? That, by the way, is going to be the background for my karaoke stream. Is a bathroom. I'm gonna get a shower and put myself in there. That's gonna be the karaoke stream. I'm giving concerts while showering. Rihanna, Beyonce, watch out. Jen, you can do a karaoke stream. I sing at supermarkets so people look at me with concern. Hey, free show effect though. Whoa! I promised I would be a good streamer. Death to Fools YT. Thank you so much for gifting a tier 1 sub to Melly606. I totally deserve all that money for the work that I have been doing. Yeah. How was that? Did I do good? Maybe not. Maybe cut out the pain to sigh at the end. Maybe. Bills are paid. I'm drinking a free. Okay. No, Death. You followed the rule. I'm not. I trust you, Death. You followed the rules before. How can you see into my eyes, my broken soul? Nope. I could never. I have no idea what I'm doing. You would slay. So Shy, when is the country karaoke stream? Haha, I'm not much into country song. Sorry. Oh, country songs are great. Bills are paid. Have you saved money though, Death? Did you save money? That was part of it. That was part of it. German death metal. I am not singing Rammstein. Automatically every check into my Roth IRA. Are you lying to me, Death to Fools? Because I can't speak German. By the way, the best version of best version of Country Roads is by Russell Moore on the third time out. That's the text. Oh, there should be 3 eyes there, not 2. Best version of Country Roads I've ever heard. Russell Moore in the third time out, live on a country radio station. There's a video on YouTube. Phenomenal. I love it. Yes, but I do have a Roth IRA. I promised to start using it. Good, Death. You should use it. The compound interest is so powerful. Do not underestimate compound interest. If you get paid weekly, $10 a week, $40 a month, adds up so fast. When I was a baby, my brother used Slipknot to put me to sleep. I believe that. I went to their concert a couple years back. They set a metal stroller on fire. Nice. Okay. Tier list. I'm going to rush through this so we can move on. I've been doing this for almost 2 hours. Ariel is pretty questionable. Didn't like the World King Triton. Questionable. Ursula, questionable. No, this guy's pretty based, actually. Didn't want his daughter being crazy. Questionable. These two are bottom of the barrel. Flotsam and Jetsam are always in the bottom of the barrel. Skull Guy, pretty based. Sally, pretty based. You are questionable. You're a dog, so you're going to go up into awesome. You guys are bottom of the barrel. You guys suck. The mayor kind of sucks. Peter Pan is very questionable. Tinkerbell is kind of based for being mad. Wendy is based. Captain Hook is based. Shmi, pretty questionable. The alligator based. Winnie the Pooh, top tier. What? Oh, Jack J, you better put that dragon my tier. Oh, the dragon. There we go. When I was unfortunately could never get into Slipknot. Oh, Little Roo. Piglet, pretty based. Tigger, pretty based. Owl, pretty based. Eeyore's top tier. Not much of a house for not much of a donkey. Bruce pretty based. There we go. Tier list done. Eeyore's top tier. You can fight me. I will end you if you tell me Eeyore isn't top tier. Barrel and Oogie Boogie should be top tier. No. No, these guys were annoying, and we're only going in the game, right? We're not going anything else, right? So I'm not saying Oogie Boogie isn't a great character from the movie, right? But we're just going from the game. So that's what we got. Okay, I have a bunch of tier lists. Characters, worlds. That was a definitive tier list, guys. Now we're moving on. Tier list for the worlds. Goat, banger. I don't know what that even means. I also don't know what this even means. Mid. Could be better. Sammy would date. Okay, so again, same rules. Kingdom Hearts 1 only in the game, nothing to do with the movies, right? Double tier list, we're gonna do more than double. I got worlds, I got enemies, I got keyblades, I got summons, and I got bosses. We got more than one. Destiny Island is kind of a banger. I like Destiny Island. First place you go, last place you end. Wonderful. I always come prepared, right? Kind of a banger. I like Destiny Island. Posture check weird. I will. In Spirit, there is a top tier. There is a top tier. Spirit. Posture check stretch. Thank you very much, weird. But yes, Eeyore is top tier. I will fight you. Traverse Town is like, it's between mid and a banger, but because it's where you get all the items, I'm going to put it in banger. Thank you very much, Weird, for the hydrate. We went way off topic there for like an hour. Wonderland, in my opinion, is kind of mid. It's a little bit confusing. Some parts are really cool. Some parts are really boring. So in my opinion, kind of mid. So not a big fan of Wonderland. I actually really like the Colosseum as a idea. The problem is that it's almost entirely optional. So I'm going to put it in could be better. I like the idea of it's just an entrance and a combat arena, and it's there for a purpose, but the world is entirely optional, right? You literally don't have to do anything there. So you don't need to have it up there, right? So I'm going to say it could be better. It could have been utilized better. Deep Jungle, kind of a banger. The right amount of cool zones, cool. I also like forests, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. 100 Acre Woods could be better. I didn't like this in the game. Agrabah, let's run through this one real quick too. Agrabah is kind of a banger. Halloween Town is a goat. Atlanta is that's for Sammy. Monstro is mid. Neverland is a goat. Hollow Bastion's a goat, and that's a goat. That's my list. That's my go. That's my list. I like these four were phenomenal. The design of this one is very cool. Hollow Bastion was also very cool. Flying was very cool, and Halloween Town had a really cool aesthetic. That's my list. This one's very fast. Discuss. If you disagree with anything, discuss it now. You would date Halloween Town? There we go. speed went from 0 to 1,000. The enemies one is long too. So yeah, we're gonna rush through some of the shorter ones. Also, I had a game last Saturday which went really well. We only had 7 people, but we played really well. Though we truly thought we would lose, but luckily that didn't happen. You were worried about that, Jan. I remember that. Turns out you got it. I told you it'd be fine, dude. Okay. The enemies is long. The Keyblades we're gonna do real quick as well. So congratulations, I'm really, really happy you won that one. It's good. Very good. I don't recognize this one. I don't recognize that one. I recognize this one, this one, this one, that 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 one. That one I do. That one I recognize. That one I do. I don't. I do. Ultima and the one you get from Geppetto. Would you believe me if I said the screen is still black on? I would believe you. Okay. This one is B tier. It's a good Keyblade. You get it from Atlanta, but you get it from Atlanta. You don't use it, Atlantis. You don't use it very long. I don't like that one very much. I was worried. Yes, I had a good day as well, so it was nice. I got a lot of compliments after, so now I just need to remember what I did. Jan. Okay, I'm gonna take a step back, give you guys a little life advice. My nephew, who is young, recently got a haircut, and one of the kids that at school with him said that his hair looked like poop. And when his mother, my sister, asked him if he told a teacher, he said, no, I just thought the kid was a piece of shit. My nephew, who's like 6, said he was a piece of shit. And I thought that was based as hell. Right? I'm not saying you shouldn't care what people think of you, but if you're living a good life and you're happy, you shouldn't care what people think of you. Yeah, the kid is just a douche, right? The general rule of thumb is if they can't change it within like a couple of minutes, don't comment on it. Right? So if you look at somebody and their fly is down, you say, hey, dude, your fly's down. They can fix that real quick. Right? But if they've got like crooked teeth or something, or if they just got a haircut, you don't go up and be like, hey, your teeth are fucked up. That's my F-bomb for the stream. It's still PG-13. Or, you know, oh my God, the haircut is terrible, right? You don't do that. You just live. You don't do that. The kid is bad. Was being mean, right? What? I said the F word, Sammy. Welcome in, Sammy. It's a life lesson, so cursing is necessary. It is, right? Did I wake you up, Sammy? Hey, your teeth are French. Good night, Weird. Thank you so much for swinging through and for all the redeems, man. It was good to talk to you, dude. Have a good one. So yeah. Pretty based. Haircut is terrible is acceptable from close friends only and not directly in front of others. That is true. Woke up a half hour ago and you just ignored me the whole time, Sammy? Well, how dare you? I'm gonna cry now. Where's my crying toggle? There it is. I'm just kidding. I've been enjoying the stream quietly. That's good, Sammy. Mom, I was here for the JC Stevenson F-bomb trademark. I get one a stream and I used it properly. Okay, well, go cry with your friend's French teeth. In my language, constant shit talking is mandatory for like barely friends. Some cultural differences aside, right? So yeah. This one I don't know what it is. I don't remember where this one comes from, so I'm gonna put it in D. This one's S tier, and there's a very simple reason for that. I'm too insensitive for proper talks. You're all right, Sammy. Yeah, I don't like it here. Send help. We'll send help, Effecto. When I donate money to JC Stevenson so we can help Effectos in your area. Don't donate money to. That was a joke. That was a joke. That was a joke. Don't do that. Follow the rules. I listed them. But yes. So Jan, don't worry about what you did to get a bunch of compliments. Just keep doing what you're doing. And if people compliment you, great. And if they don't, fine. One of the things that the blue Keyblade is for getting the PS4 copy of Kingdom Hearts 3, I think. Well, then it is D tier. We will shower you with compliments here. Sure, we'll do that. This is just Kingdom Hearts 1. No, you're wrong. I don't know where that one's from. It's vaguely familiar, but I don't know why. One of the hardest things to do is to be happy with yourself. And when I say that as a person who struggles with it constantly, right? But I am trying to be I'm trying to have more respect for myself. That's the wrong way to phrase that. I don't know how to phrase this because I didn't plan this part of the conversation. Learning to accept yourself is very difficult, and I am trying to be more accepting of myself, and you should too. That looks like the Keyblade from Kingdom Hearts 3 Frozen. I could be wrong, but the key head is what's giving me that. Alternatively, it might be from the Ice Titan fight. Okay, hold on. Let me Google this. Kingdom Key, Jungle Key, Crab Claw, Spellbinder. Oh, that's where that one's from. I remember that. I never got that one. That one's not on the list either. Diamond Dust. Defeat the Ice Titan. Okay. This is from Sephiroth. I remember that. This is the Ultima. Okay, so that's from the Ice Titan. Yep. Okay. The Ice Titan wasn't a good boss fight. The Fairy Harp, D tier. This one's actually pretty good. This one's an S tier. I think that design is very cool. I didn't use it because I had better options. The problem is most of them are good. This one's a phenomenal because it is hard to deflect, so you can do counterattack even when you're parried every single time, which is why that one's an S tier. This one's just a cool design and lore choice. I might get flagged for this, but I think both of these are really top tier. I love this design for a Keyblade, and this being gold is too gaudy for me, but I love this design. I think this is like the coolest Keyblade design in the game, right? The Fairy Harp is bad. I'm very hard on myself. Yes, in my position, there are certain things that I need to be able to do, but it's fine. I'm still learning. For the last couple of years, I've played different positions, so I still have to get used to it. That's a very hard thing. Most people don't realize how much failure affects them for the worst. So many keys. I would put Kingdom in C tier. I'll put it in B. The design is the same, and I like the design. I just think I'm more of a silver than a gold guy. So the thing about failure affecting people is you fail until you succeed, right? So with streaming, my first streams were a disaster, right? And they were bad, and I still have bad streams. I still have days where I go, God, that stream didn't go very well, right? I don't feel like it went very well. And then you think about it and you go, okay, this is what went wrong. This is what I could do to do better, things like that. And by failing, you then get to a point of success. So failure is terrible. It affects you pretty badly, but you have to fail in order to succeed. Like that's one of that's such a hard aspect of life to figure out. They could have inverted the key head, but they just did a color swap. The inverted key head would have been way cooler. We need more Gluten Wilson. I believe that effect though. Anyways, cool keys. Failing or playing like ass is sometimes, so especially when you're in a team sport. You got to let that roll off your back. Alice's Keyblade is a heavy meh. I didn't even get this one. I forgot all about it. This is the one from Leon. This is a meh for me. The Chocobo one is so good. I love that one. Failure should be a positive experience as you learn from your failures. I'll put it in A tier for you, man. I never used it like ever. I used this one a lot though. The problem is if you constantly fail, people are more afraid of mediocrity than failure. That's iffy. The problem is if you only ever fail and you never succeed, it becomes very disheartening to keep trying. Problem with Liner is it's fire, so it's useless against. That's true. That's true. So let me tell you guys a quick story. This is the story that almost started my villain arc. I don't think I've told this story on stream before, but I'm going to tell it now. And it kind of has to deal with this concept of failure. When I was in high school, right? So I was probably like 16-ish. I remember walking into my 4th period class. And it was the French room. I wasn't used for French for me. It was used for study hall. I walked into my 4th period class. The class was about half full. And I went and looked at the blackboard. And there was something written on the blackboard. I forget what it was. Right? I forget what it was. And I turned to the class and I made a joke. Right? And I forget what the joke was, but I got that look. Right? You know that look when you tell a joke that nobody finds funny? That kind of like their eyes are kind of, what? Right there. That look. That look. I got that look. Right? Everybody's gotten that look. Everybody in the room gave me that look. Right? So I went, okay, fair enough. I hung my head and slunk off to my seat. I sat down and was like, okay, bad joke. Fair enough. Right? I have no problem if the joke's bad. I have no problem being held accountable if I make a bad joke. No problem. But a couple of minutes later, one of the popular kids came in, and I wasn't popular. One of the popular kids came in and made the same joke. And everybody laughed at it. The same damn joke I made, everybody laughed about it. He got a good old chuckle from the whole room. And when I bad joke unfunny, right? It was just unfunny. When he came in and made that joke and I heard everybody give him a laugh out of it, listen, I don't advocate for violence. It's bad, right? Don't advocate for violence. I was ready to burn every building in town down. I was pissed. God, I was mad, right? Because if it was a bad joke, nobody should have laughed at me. Nobody should have laughed at him. If it was a good joke, I should have got a laugh. But I, being unpopular, got glared at, and him being popular got a laugh. Now, I want to quantify this because I've thought about this before. As I've thought about this over time, I've realized that what he got was more of a pity laugh, more of a, hey man, yeah, right? I get those sometimes, right? But what I realized was because he was popular, they spared his ego. They gave him a laugh. And because they didn't like me, they didn't give me one. Right? So I got to feel failure, and he got a cushion because he was popular. feel like the problem wasn't the joke. I feed off of pity laughs. Lily, you're funny, dude. But my point is that isn't that like worse? He got to be mediocre. It is a little rough. He got to be mediocre. But the thing about it is it's a social nicety that because I've done that before too. I've been in Siren streams and I've cracked jokes and I get a pity laugh from her, right? I can tell the difference between a pity laugh and a real laugh now. I've told enough jokes, right? Oh, you've pity laughed at me, Siren. Don't give me don't give me that. I've got a pity laugh out of people before. Right? It's my fault. I tell bad jokes at times. I correct myself, right? I figure it out. You are so evil, Siren, right? Siren likes me, so it's a social nicety, right? She says, "Hey, he's trying to make me laugh. I'll give him a laugh out of it," right? There's way more involved in comedy. We're not going to go into that. We're not going to go into all the details. That'll be another Just Chatting stream because I have to keep something in my back pocket, right? It's happened before. I've gotten pity laughs out of Lily. I've gotten pity laughs out of a lot of people, right? It happens. I'm okay with it. But my point is that the pity laugh spares you the glares and the feeling of social ostracization. It cushions the fall of failure, right? And when nobody is willing to give you that cushion, when nobody is willing to give you that understanding of, oh, you tried, you were trying to be funny, you were trying to make people happy, right? You didn't exactly succeed, but we'll give you the benefit of the doubt. When nobody does that, it gets really, really hard to keep doing it. That's my point. Right. I'm not blaming, I'm not exposing Siren. I make bad jokes. I make bad jokes all the time, right? You have to make bad jokes before you can make good jokes. My autism has a question, why people give others cushions. Okay. So here's the way I think that works. The thing about it is if you're not polite, my apologies. No, Siren, that's not what I'm doing. No, that's not what I meant. I'm saying I tell bad jokes sometimes. I'm trying to be inspirational. I'm saying that what you are is polite. No, this is why I don't talk. I put my foot in my mouth. I'm the idiot. I'm done talking. Tier list and nothing else. Nope, I'm done. I made Siren feel bad. That's not what I wanted to do. People give others cushions. Siren, I know you appreciate my comments. You did. Please don't stop. Please. Now I feel bad. I'm sorry. I didn't mean this to go this far. I apologize. I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry, Siren. I don't think you're... Please stop. I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm done. The reason people give others cushions is because, if you're always harsh with people, they don't like you. Right? Social interaction is a give and a take. Like Death just said, you scratch my back, I scratch yours, right? So I give you a cushion, I give you the benefit of the doubt, you give me a cushion, you give me the benefit of the doubt. Right, there's that, and as you said, ideally empathy, but there's a lot of, there is a lot of the, like, hey, you play nice with me, I'll play nice with you. I'm never using Siren as an example again because I'm just going to put my foot in my mouth. Oathbreaker, I love this design. Great design given by Kyrie. Kyrie's top tier. We all know that. Oblivion, great design. This one's too short. This is a bad Keyblade. Halloween Town 1, Siren will kill me if I don't. I actually like this really design. I don't use spells a lot. B tier. This is an A tier. This is a really cool design, and this one's B tier. We're done. Jay, I am ever at your service. No, I'm done. I'm gonna start talking about random examples of embarrassed other mythological creatures. I know a random embarrassed harpy who I will use as an example now. That's what I'm gonna do now, from now on. There we go. Keyblade tier list. Finished. At me. Done. Move on. Did you figure out the excavator problem? I'm not buying one. It's just too much money to be throwing at a problem that I don't know if I need or not yet. All of the work I would use it for, I can do without it. It's just, it would take a lot longer and be a lot more work. So then the question becomes, do I want to spend $40,000 to save myself that effort? And the answer is no. Right. So not buying it. I've decided not in the cards this year. Keyblades. Let's do, I don't know if we'll get to enemies. I think enemies is, yeah. Well, it's not that bad. We might do enemies last. Kittens need milk. Go for it, Effecto. Let's do summons real quick. There's not a lot of these. Bambi, Genie, Dumbo, Tinkerbell, Mushu. There we go. You can at me. Useful, pretty good. These two are okay. Actually, there we go. There. Mushu's a good character, but he's not a very good summon anymore. He used to be really good, but he's not a good anymore. You can't attack while you have him out, so he's not very good. That's what we're gonna go for there. Definitive tier list. We're speed running this. That one's done. Bosses. This one I might take a little time with. Bosses are fun. All right. All right. Is there anybody else who wants me to give them bad life advice? Because that's all I'm giving today, apparently. No. Smart. Don't ask me for life advice. I normally get drunk before I give bad life. See, I do it without getting drunk. No bad life advice was given. Listen, the best life advice I can give you is don't take life advice on the internet. That's just generally, that's the best advice I can give you. This design is really cool. I'll put him in A. True. This is actually something I've thought about a lot. We're not doing tier lists, are we? We're doing therapy. I shouldn't do that. I've thought about this a lot, but I know it is. That's the irony. And I love that. Irony makes me so happy. I love that. That's why I love giving that piece of advice. I've thought about this a lot. How do you give somebody advice when they have no frame of reference for that advice? Right? So I'm old. I'm 38. I'm an old man. And I have lived through quite a bit of stuff. I've solved a lot of problems in my life. But how do I teach somebody who isn't 38 the things that I know? Would have never guessed, to be honest. What, do you think I'm young? I'm old. What would you have put me at? Because listen, my entire life people have thought I was 30. I remember when I drove out to California. I took a road trip to California when I graduated college. And I went to California, and I've told this story before. And I thought you were like 30. Everybody thinks I'm 30. I was 20 years old because I was one of the youngest in my grade. This was 18 years ago. So young. I drove out to California when I was 20 years old, and I stopped at a gas station, and a guy in front of me was buying cigarettes and a 6-pack of booze, buying a 6-pack of beer. And it ended up being like $25, which at the time was ridiculous, right? And he turned to me and said, man, all the fun hobbies are the expensive ones. And I said, I wouldn't know, I'm only 20. And the guy stopped, like he stiffened and turned and looked at me and went, what? And the guy behind the counter shook his head and went, I never would have guessed that. So I've looked 30 since I was 20. And the great irony is I look pretty much the same. So I still look 30 at 38. So I'm not complaining about that. But yeah, you need to frame the advice to the person, to be honest. General advice is easily lost on some people, but tailored responses tends to get the message across better. That's why I ask a lot of questions before I give advice. All hobbies can be expensive. That is true, Jam. That's very true. But like, this is what I mean. One of the most common questions people get is, I'm just going to do this as I'm talking. One of the most common questions is like, if you could go back in time and tell your younger self something, what would you tell them? And everybody gives advice that their younger self would never understand. Right? Because you had to learn those lessons the hard way, right? Like, oh no, don't date that girl or that guy. They're terrible for you. But your younger self would not have listened. Your younger self is like completely sprung on that person. Your younger self is like, no, I can make it work. That I can fix them, right? And your older self is like, you idiot. Right? Your younger self would not listen to that advice. So then you have to think, well, how would I convince my younger self that this person is bad for them? And that's something that I think about a lot is, well, how do I give advice to a person who has no frame of reference to, what I'm saying? And I still haven't figured out how to do it other than what Death said, which is you have to just kind of frame it to that person. And that takes a long time. Guard armor's pretty good. One of the first fight. Tricks Master sucks, but it's actually it's meant to suck, so it's an S tier. I don't know. I'm not good at giving advice. You shouldn't ask me anything. That's good advice, dude. Honestly, if your best advice is to go ask somebody else, that's pretty wise and based, dude. I only know that bears have four legs and why that is. Well, if I need to know why bears have 4 legs, I'm coming to you first, man. You bet I'm coming to you first. Sammy went live. I'm gonna have to raid out to Sammy then. The cloud fight is annoying and kind of boring. B tier. Cerberus is B tier. Clayton is A tier. Opposite armor is A tier. It's interesting to have that twist. I'm not doing tier lists. Why am I still doing tier lists? We've devolved into just yapping about life. This is why I don't do just chatting. I'm bad at it. I'm very bad at it. Pot Centipede is annoying. Big Tigerhead sucks. First level of Jafar is fine. See, you're good at yapping. I made you feel bad, Siren. I'm sorry. It's because, okay, Yan, if you apologize for literally just hanging out and engaging with the stream, I'm gonna scold you. You don't need to apologize for talking about what you want to talk about. I will tell you if you've gone too far. So for instance, right, when you made that joke about freezing and being blue, right? Too far. I called you out on it. You said, sorry, fine. You don't need to apologize. I am in charge of keeping this stream on track. That's me. You've been doing Yap streams since Limbus. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. I suppose I should probably go talk to those two. I think about that. Oh, well. It's been working since Limbus. I have, like, 9 total viewers. I had way more viewers when I was playing Kingdom Hearts. I had, like, almost 20 when I was playing Kingdom Hearts. Nobody wants to hear me yap. Welcome back, Effecto. Milk has been completed. I appreciate that. Good job, Effecto. How are the kittens doing, man? Are they growing good? Gina Jafar is way better than regular Jafar. You're down there, actually. Thinking back, I did not like high school at all. I don't know that I trust anybody who liked high school. Unless it's Siren, then I trust her completely because I don't want to hurt her feelings again. I don't know if Siren liked high school or not. I'm covering my bases. This fight was all right. Anyone who says high school was the best years of your life are lying, or they are the type of person who peaked in high school. In which case, I feel kind of bad for them. I was so depressed and tired all the time. I think I could have done way better if I got a redo. I think about that. And I think, okay, like if I could go back and redo high school with what I know now, I could probably do better. But if I went back and lost all the memories I had, I don't know that I could. Right? Like I don't know that I could have done better. The fact that like if you were depressed and stuff all through high school, the fact that you survived it, pretty base, dude. Like sometimes survival is a win. Like I don't want to be depressive. I don't want to like go off into territory. But as a guy who has had depression his entire life, and well, I guess I shouldn't say that. I haven't been diagnosed. Sometimes survival is a win. Right? School gave me some minor PTSD in junior high, and then a refresher and different PTSD in high school. I despise school. Based. I liked school. I liked learning. I didn't like the people involved. But I think it's because they didn't like me. Right? I loved learning. Bag Kitten is doing great. Just posted a pic I do want to see. Maybe it'll cheer you up. I'm gonna see Bag Kitten. Aww, Bag Kitten. So cute. So cute in a Bag Kitten. Yes, please. Isekai me being reborn as a dog could be Lazy Songs, right? I truly don't know how I ever graduated, but a win. We take those, Jan. We take those. I broke my model by being excited. Effecto Ikari. These both fights were boring. This one was boring. This one was okay. This is okay. It's okay. Captain Hook was a good fight. You're S tier. Hercules was pretty boring. Yuffie was okay. Yuffie to Leon was annoying. That was very annoying. Hades was okay. Rock Titan is okay. Riku 1 is Maleficent is Dragon was better. Riku 2 was better. Behemoth is boring. Chernobog is boring. Ansem 1 is pretty solid. These are all meh. Ice Titan's a meh. Sephiroth was a good fight. These are there. Speedrun finished. Yeah, the lists are backdrop anymore. We're not talking about lists. We're talking about yapping. So there you go. Lightning McQueen. Listen, guys. Okay, you want to see what happens when I don't pay attention to chat? Okay, here let me do a tier list. I don't pay attention to chat. Bosses, summons, keyblades, enemy. Okay, enemies is the last one, right? There we go. Tier list with letters confuse me since a country doesn't use a type of grading system. Ah, really? It is interesting. Okay, there we go. I don't know how long that took. I didn't time it, but it was a whole minute. So there we go. Tier lists are done. I can zoom through these pretty quick. Not bragging. I'm bragging a little bit. Let me brag a little bit. Can I brag a little bit, guys? Just this once. We go from 0 to 10. 0 is the only wrong answer. 10 is a perfect score. See it as a 100% thing. Ah, that's good. That's good. All right, guys. What time is it? 9:20. All right. Well, I need to. I got a bunch of stuff I got to figure out. Brag away. My brain is fast. As much as I make jokes about it, I'm moderately intelligent and my brain works pretty quickly when I know what I'm doing. So yeah, I have been hiding my true power level from you guys because I actually prefer talking to you as I prefer talking to you than doing tier lists. So I've been talking to you guys more than I've been doing tier lists. Unfortunately, I am cursed with knowledge, to quote Thanos. Yeah. Also, Siren, I caught you promoting me that one time in your Discord, so thank you for that. Very kind of you. You don't need to do that. Guilty as charged. You admit it happily. Going to prison. Okay. I don't really have anything else to talk about. Some things can also be graded with OV, OR, or G, which is insignificant, unsatisfactory. V means sufficient. G stands for good. Oh, okay. This is more of a Japanese thing. A, B, C, D, F is American. E isn't really American in school, and S isn't in school. S is more of a Japanese thing. It's just basically best to worst. But I like the numbers more. The numbers do make things a little easier. Yeah, I'd agree with that. All right, you guys tell me a story. And we're going to make chat tell me a story. I've entertained you guys for an hour and a half. It's your turn to entertain me. Should I give you guys homework? Should I make you guys write me short stories that I'll read on stream and then grade? Is that what you want? I'll do a 1 to 10. I'll do a 1 to 10 score. That would be such a rude idea. Hey, you guys make me content. You guys don't have to tell me a story. It's not. I'm teasing. Siren, I'm teasing. What do I have to do tomorrow? My furnace is getting fixed tomorrow. How long is it until my vacation? Let me check. Open up my app here. 27 days. Guys, in 27 days, I'm gonna be in Japan. I'm excited for that. You never told me what you wanted for a souvenir, Siren. I still gotta get you something. I wrote stories years ago. They were horrible, and when I read through them, I was weirded out to say, well, there's no problem with that. You do like writing? Then write. Haichu, please. Okay, I'll get you Haichu. I don't care. I'm getting stuff for people. I got to get a notebook for Jen. Lily wants a brush pen, they're called. Butter wants a set of dice. You're great at writing reports. Well, there's a good talent. No, seriously, I just when I don't need anything. I know you don't. Do you not hear the part where I said I like getting gifts? Or giving gift, not getting. I like giving gift, not getting. Dan T. Dante. Post a lot of pics, please. I'm gonna take a lot of pictures. I bought a dedicated digital camera for this trip. I'm planning on taking a bunch of pictures. I'm also gonna try to make a photo album. I talked about it. My grandfather passed away, and going through some of his old photo albums was really, really like cool. So that's something that people just don't do anymore. Like, your photo album is on your phone, and Death to Fools YT, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Metalface221. Oh my god, that was deserved and appreciated. Thank you, Death to Fools YT. All you're doing, thank you for that being all you're doing. How was my acceptance speech? Was it good? Was that perfect? One time I had to pick out a museum and art style and recreate paintings, art that was supposed to be displayed. That was for a class, by the way. Did you enjoy that? Was it fun? Thank you, Death, very much for the gift of sub. Yeah, good. I have no idea who Metalface221 is. I have never heard that name in my life. I'm guessing they swung through and stopped. The account was created in February 2014. They have 116 followers. Thank you very much, Death, for the gifted sub. That's incredibly generous. I very much appreciate it. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much. I guess that's about it. I guess end stream. I still feel weird about just chatting. I still feel like where can I put dollars into YouTube? When I can put, no, don't put dollars. I said I would accept that. That is a very generous and kind thing. I'm working on it. Don't at me. It's a very generous and kind offer, Death to Fools. Thank you so much. I chose surrealism and went ham with it. I made it into a tiny booklet. One side showed the original art with descriptions, and the other side showed my reactions. It all had to be in different styles as well. That's cool. Did you enjoy doing that? Yeah, I guess I'm gonna probably just call it here pretty soon. I still feel weird about just chatting because I always feel like I'm rambling, and I know that's the point, but I feel weird when I ramble, and then I hurt people's feelings like I did with Siren, and I feel bad. Metal Face is not in here, so you can see that. Embrace the yap. I don't want to. I'm too sensitive. You're not too sensitive. I said that incredibly poorly. I was insensitive. That's my fault. I made, for instance, one was recreated as a news flash, and the other was recreated as a closest possible. I made Frida Kahlo's death mask and made it an ad for dental health. Jan, I have asked you twice if you enjoyed that project. Is that something you enjoyed doing? Death, why would you throw a piano at me? Is it because I hurt Siren's feelings? Is that why you threw a piano at me? You loved it? Then do more of it, Yan. Go follow LilyPad97 on Twitch. LilyPad97 on Twitch is the greatest artist. You don't have to log in. You can just go watch. photography, do art, dude. Your phone, if you have a cell phone, you have a camera. Do the things you love. What was the quote? I forget who said it. Was it Charles Bukowski? Yes. My dear, find what you love and let it kill you. Now, I hope he didn't mean that literally. Right? But find what you love and let it kill you. Let it drain. Get away from me. Let it drain you and your all. Let it cling to your back and weigh you down into eternal, eventual nothingness. Let it kill you and let it devour your remains, for all things will kill you both slowly and fastly. But it's much better to be killed by a lover, falsely yours. Sounds kind of intense. This guy is insane. I generally don't recommend listening to this guy's advice, but the gist of this is find what you love and do it until it destroys you. And if you have to be destroyed, might as well be by something you love. This is a quote I agree with, but this guy's insane. If you do any research on this guy's crazy. That was what, Defecto? I do like poetry. I have a tendency to read poetry. Gives me off, kill your ego. I mean, yeah, like so many people do things with ego and they shouldn't. So for another culture art class, I had to write a scene for a theater things. I don't know what it's called. Plays. I tried to read more poetry and more quotes. You can find a lot of wisdom and stuff. I have heard of Temple OS and Terry Davis. That guy's nuts. That guy went off the rails. I've heard of Temple OS. I could never get into poetry, don't know why. I'm way into classics. It depends on the poem. A very simple one is the poem Invictus. It's a very good poem. Very common to hear. This is one that I pretty much have memorized. I like this poem a lot. I think this is fair use. Poetry reading with Jay. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody, but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how strait the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate, the captain of my soul. I do like that poem. His videos explaining things in Temple or what mostly, but yeah, that's the problem. Genius and insane is they ride an edge. Thank you, Siren. I do like this poem. I think it is very poignant. It's very difficult to get that much across in 16 lines. We had to find a picture on that you liked and had to write a play about it. So I wrote out the basic storyline and had to write an in-depth scene for a play. After that, I made a tiny scene out of cardboard and stones, painted it as well. I still have it since I'm very proud of it. That's awesome, yeah. You should be proud of that. Being creative is, it's difficult, and you should be proud of anything you can make. You have such a voice, Jay. It's unfair. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was that bad. I will never read poetry again. I apologize. I'm never doing it again. Never again. I hope you don't take this the wrong, but your streams are so ADHD coded. KH tier list while debating with chat, but given life advice and turning into a poetry reading. This is the end. My tier lists are done. I finished them all. I've been off the rails the whole time. I also probably have ADHD. Again, undiagnosed. So I'm diagnosed. I'm TikTok diagnosing myself. I don't even watch TikTok. But like I read that stuff and it's like, maybe that sounds about right. You didn't mean it in a bad way. Well, what way did you mean it in effect though? I need to know. I slayed those classes. Teacher liked me as well since I was very enthusiastic. I like art in general and mythology. Then do it, man. Again, find what you love and let it kill you. Since we're talking about Walt Whitman is a good poet too. If you ever watched Dead Poet Society, Robin Williams read this in Dead Poet Society. What reminds you, Jen? This is a pretty good poem too. I wish I could write like this. Gluten is going to kill me? Is my voice gluten? I'm confused. Facto, I'm confused. You're having two conversations in two different chats. This is a good poem too. I will not read it because Effecto made me self-conscious now. So, but yeah, maybe I'll do a. Is this? Oh, it's fair use. 1892 is fair use. A while back, I had to go through some old stuff and found some poems. I was honestly fabric about my writing ability at that age. Nice. I wrote poetry a while back. Long time ago. It was all very, very bad. It's gone now. It is nuked from orbit. It is nowhere that exists. I wrote poetry a long time ago in college. It was bad. I didn't mean it I still don't know how you meant it, Effecto. You went and talked about me being ADHD coded. This is a very good poem. I like poetry. I wish I was better. I wish I was better at writing poetry, but I'm not, unfortunately. Poetry is for nerds. You have a good voice, Jay. Siren, let me tease Effecto a little bit. Effecto teases me the whole stream. You have a pretty voice, Jay. Thank you, Effecto. Let me be an asshole. It's my whole shtick. Poetry. No. Fine. I guess I don't get to have any fun here. All right, I have a question for you guys. If somebody wrongs you, should you forgive them? I want you guys give me life advice. Depends on how they wronged me. Fair answer. Violence. I just played a game based on forgiveness. Was that, which game was that? Is Undertale? Undertale's not based on this, is it? I haven't played Undertale in so long. Should not. Whether you choose to is up to the situation. What counts as wronged you? Good question. I don't know how forgiving I'm, to be honest. Are we talking failed promises or face on betrayal? Failed promises. Right, like a say a friend that just wasn't a very good friend. Generally, I think that forgiveness should always be an option, because if there was a line that was crossed, that once crossed made, because if there was a line that once crossed made redemption impossible, then why get better? Depends on the dopamine level, then why get better? That's a very good question. There's a very good statement, M. Jules, but the thing that I struggle with that is I believe that doing the right thing is its own reward. Right? So let's say, because I hurt Siren's feelings, right? I wronged a Siren today in stream, and it's perfectly honest if Siren despises me and hates my guts now, right? But just because she has written me off and hates me now doesn't mean that I shouldn't try to do better anyway, so that other people don't hate me the way Siren hates me now, right? Depends. People, if a friend is not really good friend, then I would slow it from them. Skill issue, pushover, right here, to be honest. Not shy. Don't insult Siren. That's my job, M. Joel. Then it depends on the consistency of it. It's a pattern, then I would unfriend them. Okay. I'm gonna have to start inventing like polls that are just life questions. That's the only thing I'm good at, apparently, is therapy. Maybe I need to do a therapy with Jay stream. Is that what I need to do? While a true sentiment, a family should only deal with someone ending up in prison over drugs so many times before forgiveness is gone, and that's all that's left. I'm biased. I'm thinking that's a statement that's a very personal statement, Death. Sure, however, someone has to take the first step to show that it's possible. That's true. That is true. There should be a limit when it comes to offer the other cheek. Change of one shouldn't be dependent on others. That's true. Siren, I know you don't hate me. Okay, I need to stop being a jerk. I apologize, Siren. Don't think that'll work on there. I've heard stories about the friend of my sibling and oh boy, if I was in that situation, hands would have been thrown, no forgiveness at all from me. So the thing about it too is, you know, we cool. I know. I don't think I'm a very forgiving person. So the thing about it for me is, if somebody wrongs a friend of mine, like the Shy Siren, then I'm mad. Right? Then it's like, oh, you're asking for pain. Okay, fair enough, right? But if somebody wrongs me, then I don't worry about it as much, which is probably a bad thing. Probably a bad thing. Forgiveness isn't about who's wrong. It's about what matters more in the relationship, the issue, or the person, just a view. It is bad. Listen, just state your terms in clear ways, and if they meet them, forgive them. M. Jules, are you saying that communication is key in relationships? A rare M. Jules W? Is that, do we have a rare M. Jules W? Maybe I should do just chatting up more often. A rare M. Jules W. Based. The way they treated my siblings and the way they still do, it pisses me off so much. Siblings don't see the issue. My is not tism correctly. Rare bone all the time. All right, guys. We've been going about 3 hours. I think I'm gonna call it here. Thank you guys so much for swinging through and hanging out. Thank you for the compliments. Thank you for the gifted subs, Sammy and Death. I really appreciate that. 3 more hours. This is not the subathon, and I have to be up very early tomorrow, so I cannot stream. Thank you. Man, thank you for yapping. Like, one of the nicest things when it comes to streaming is having people in chat talking. It makes streaming so much easier. Like, as hard as it is to keep up with chats, it's way harder to talk to nobody. As a guy who streamed to 0 people for like the first 3 months of my career, it is way easier to have a chat. I just don't have anyone to talk to in real life. Listen, find him. Like, I'm encouraging you right now to go find him. You said you like art? Join an art Discord. Or I guess I don't know if you want to join a Discord. They might be going downhill. Go join an art subreddit. Reddit's free. Right? Go find people to be friends with. The best place to find people to be friends with is to engage in your hobbies and find people that do that, right? It's why I can't do it, man. I don't talk out loud in my voices. Death, stream the way you want to. As long as you're having fun, that's what you should do. I've been in your streams. They're fine, dude. I just don't have time to watch any streams. Time to say goodbye. Closing time. If I could, I would give you a hug, Jay. I feel your energy a bit sad today, but I suck. Don't worry about me. The truth, that's my secret effect, though. I'm sad all the time. That's not true. That's just me. I enjoy yapping, which is why I don't mess with them big boy streamers. I like being the center of attention. So I can make you leave if I ignore you. I got it all figured out now. Lily, welcome back. Lily, are you down to illustrate? So I got reincarnated as an artist frog if I write the story, because I will write the story. I will write the story. I think I could make something good out of that. Real life conversations with strange people genuinely scare me. The only way to get over that is to do it. Of course, I'm best. Why would I try to hide the fact though? You're so humble, M. Jules. That's true. Oh no. Anyways, thanks for watching me here. Thanks for being here. Yes, I unbanned him. Oh boy, I did enjoy the black. I'm glad. Listen, the black screen is the best way to watch a JC Stevenson stream. The best. I had fun. I had fun having you. No, you're so humble, M. Jules. Just so humble and kind. I'm eager to. You're so humble. Look at how humble M. Jules is. Guys, everybody tell M. Jules how humble he is. Depends on how elaborate it is. I was thinking like a 5 or 10 page story. Good night, Jade. Good night. Thank you so much for hanging out, Siren. It is a pleasure to have you. We shall kiss. No, do not. No feet. No feet talk. I'm not a feet bro. No feet talk. Don't do that. No. Feet. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I am going to head out. I'll write it, Lily, and I'll send it to you, and you can decide what you think. M. Joels enjoys feet. So humble. So humble. So kind. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. That was a exercise in patience for all of you to listen to me yap that long. That person has 554,000 people watching them. What? That has to be that's crazy. Thank you, Lily, so much. I had fun. I had fun too. First time I started at the end of stream, I am always in the middle. Well, I did what you wanted, so I appreciate you swinging through. We're gonna raid out to Sammy on Twitch. We're gonna raid out to Foodman Sam. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I very much appreciate your viewership. I'll be back tomorrow with Yick. I have to make a thumbnail too. So it should be good. So thank you guys for watching. I very much appreciate your viewership. I hope you have yourselves a wonderful evening. The Fever Dream game. Thank you, Effecto, for the idea. Lily, you need to be here the whole time. I always take care of myself. Guys, do not worry about me. I am fully capable of taking care of myself. Good night, everybody. Have a good one. We're gonna raid out to Sammy. No raid on YouTube because I'm not popular enough for that yet. Why was that blocked? Thank you guys so much. Have yourself a wonderful evening. As always, I am Jay, and I'm proud of you. Good night, everybody.